Excuse the intro, guys. I'm just ragging on another team from the Pojo forums. Hail Team Zeal. Oh yeah, so please visit the Pojo forums. It's a great, active community, so if you're looking for forums to join, yeah, join us because we're cool. Anyway, leave a comment about your favorite battle frontier, arena. Mine is the Battle Factory, because, it's the only one that you really need skill with. After all, the other ones, you just use a whole bunch of Pokemon that you train. So, leave a comment about that. Hey guys, here's a battle with Trent ROFL. You all remember him. He's a teammate from the Pojo forums. And also, he's a YouTube battler. He's starting out. He's a great YouTube battler. Check his profile in the description. He definitely deserves more subs than he has. So anyway, I lose Azelf. He loses with Roserade. And I just want to set up the Stealth Rock, so I set up the Stealth Rocks as he sleep powders me. And I'm asleep, and he's going to be able to set up his Toxic Spikes, which is really gay. But, yeah, I just kind of wanted to wake up and psychic him, but I never wake up. He tries to predict the wake up there and, sleep powder again, and, the turn after I, wake up and psychic, and he's going to sleep powder me again. So, yeah, I guess that's whatever. I don't know why he would switch, because if he comes back in, he's going to die anyway, so he decides to stay in, and he goes for a hidden power, fire, which, well, probably fire. Most of them run fire. But, yeah, I'm able to wake up first turn, get a psychic, and that'll take down the Roserade. So now he goes into Rotom Heat, and, yeah, I'm not going to be able to explode on this. I kind of wanted something I could explode on, so I go into Jolteon, and this is my Specs Jolt. He's going to go for a Shadow Ball and take me down about halfway. And he surprises me here. He's using a Scarf Rotom Heat form, which is pretty rare, actually. Most of them are bulky walls type things, but not this one. But I know he's locked into Shadow Ball now, so I'm just going to go for the Pursuit, and he does try to switch, and I get him on the switch, and that'll take down the Rotom. So he goes into Skarmory, and I'm not going to stay in and keep pursuing Skarmory, obviously. So I decide to switch, and I go into Gyarados. And I do this just because I want to set up on this Skarmory. After a taunt, this Skarmory can do nothing to me. So I decide to go for the taunt. He tries to Whirlwind me away, but it doesn't work. Because I taunted him, obviously. And I love taunt. So I go for a DD here, and he goes into a Vaporeon. And I've battled Trent before, and I'm pretty sure this is one of those gay hidden power electric Vaporeons, so I decide to go into Shaman. And, yeah, he's going to go hidden power electric, and Shaman resists that, which is pretty awesome. But unfortunately, Shaman is not immune to toxic spikes, so I get toxic poisoned. So I go with a Seed Flare, and he protects to toxic stall me like a gay that he is. And he's going to switch out into Blissey, and I'm just going to Seed Flare, and I get the special defense drop, which is pretty awesome. Stupid Blissey. But, yeah, Toxic is starting to really take its toll on Shaman, so I decide to, go for the Rest and then switch. And, Shaman has Natural Cure, so a Rest Shaman is pretty amazing. He does the soft-boiled thing, but, yeah, we both heal up. So I'm going to switch here to get rid of the sleep, and I go into Scizor. And he goes for the Flamethrower, and I'm like, wow, what kind of Blissey carries Flamethrower? Apparently his does. So my Scizor gets taken down, which is pretty bad. I didn't want to lose Scizor this early. So I go into Azelf, and I predict that he's going to predict the explosion, so I decide to go with the Psychic. But Psychic doesn't hurt Skarmory either way, so that's kind of bad. So I'm just going to go for the Fire Blast now, and he outpredicts me again and goes with the Vaporeon. So that's pretty annoying on Trent ROFL's part. Just definitely outpredicted me twice, which is gay. So I'm going to go with a Psychic, predicting he might protect against the explosion, but he wishes. So, yeah, that's fun. And I don't want to go for the explosion again, so I decide just to switch into Shaman, because Shaman is strong against Vaporeon, obviously. So he goes for the Surf, but Shaman resists the Surf, so yeah, it's pretty cool. Anyway, I'm going to go with the Seed Flare, but once again, he goes into Blissey, because it's homosexual. So, yeah. He gets the special defense drop again, so that's pretty funny. I'm going to rest because I don't think he'll go with a flamethrower again, predicting a switch, and he doesn't. He goes with a seismic toss. So Shaman gets cured pretty much all the way. Now I'm going to switch into Kingdra, predicting a flamethrower, and he actually switches too, and he goes into Machamp. And I don't really have a safe switch against Machamp. So I decide just to go for the Outrage to get as much damage as possible. So I go for the Outrage. I do more than half, which is good. But he's able to get a crit off the Dynamic Punch, which will take me down. So that's not good in and of itself. I lost Kingdra just for some damage on Machamp, so that's bad. I go into Azelf just to scare this Machamp away, and I predicted the switch into Skarmory and decide to Fire Blast. So that was an excellent prediction on my part, and finally I get to out-predict him. And it costs him his Skarmory, which is pretty awesome. So anyway, he's thinking long and hard about what he wants to switch in, and he goes into Vaporeon. And, yeah, like, I really don't want to explode on Vaporeon, because he'll predict it and protect, so I decided to go into Shaman. And, he did try to protect, so, that was pretty good on my part, because, I didn't explode like I was almost going to there. And that would have sucked balls. So, I do have Shaman out, and he's going to protect, and I Leech Seed, predicting a switch into Blissey, but, he's just going to Toxic Stall me again, so, yeah, okay. Anyway, I decide to rest up, predicting, whatever, I don't even know. But I do, rest up, and he goes for a Wish, so I'm going to switch into Azelf, because I'm 100% sure he's going to, cure his Machamp with that, Wish, and he does. So, at least when I am into Azelf, it'll scare the Machamp away. But he does switch out, and he goes into Vappy, and I go for the Psychic, and I'm just, I'm so afraid he's going to protect the turn I explode. So I decide, you know what, I'll wait until after he protects. But he actually goes for the Surf, which I'm actually quite surprised takes down my Azelf. So that was actually a pretty big surprise there. But now I'm going to go into Shaman again, and I decide just to Seed Flare, but he does protect that turn, so I'm unable to Seed Flare. And I'm going to set up a Leech Seed here, predicting a switch into Blissey, and I do get it. And Leech Seeding a Blissey is an amazing, amazing thing, because you get so much health back. It's so great. So, yeah, I do set up a Leech Seed on this thing, and now I'm going to switch out. I mean, there's no point resting, obviously. So I go into Gyarados, predicting a Flamethrower, and I do get the Flamethrower, which is pretty epic. So, yeah. There's not a whole lot Blissey can do to Gyarados unless he has the Thunderbolt, which would have been extremely bad, and that would have, if he would have won this game if the Blissey was also carrying Thunderbolt, and I'm afraid of it, but I decide just to go for the Dragon Dance, and he goes into a Machamp. And, yeah, we ran the damage calc. He had a 20% chance of killing me with Stone Edge, but I ended up getting the crit anyway. So, yeah, I do kill the Machamp off the crit, but like I said, he only had a 20% chance of killing me with Stone Edge anyway. So, it didn't matter a whole lot, I guess. So he goes into a Vaporeon, which is kind of weakened, and I Stone Edge, which takes it down, which is nice. And he just goes into Bliss, and that's his last poke, so I'm going to take down the homosexual Blissey. So, great game, Trent ROFL. Check him out, guys. Rate, comment, subscribe, and just a good game.